Why are these big Percheron horses all amped up? Because they love to work pulling a wagon, and here they go to the arena at the 2025 Carousel Charity Horse Show at Westworld in Scottsdale, Arizona. First up is Yoder Hay Percherons from Westcliff, Colorado. Next in is South Creek Clydesdales from Fremont, Ohio, and this is the one team of Clydesdales in the competition. The next hitch is Haviland Shires, and they're from just down the road in Gilbert, Arizona, and they're the only Shire horses in this competition. Those are the first 3 entries competing in Heat 1, and then we'll have 3 more teams that will come in separately for Heat 2. This is part of the Western States Draft Horse Classic competition that was included for the first time in the Carousel Charity Horse Show. Be sure to stick around to the end when all 6 entries will be brought into the arena and announced in the order of finish from 6th to 1st. This competition is a little out of the ordinary from what we usually have on this channel, so please help get the word out by clicking the like button, and if you enjoy all types of magnificent horses like these, you can click the subscribe button to be notified when new videos are published. Now Yoder Hay is asked to start the reverse, and then the other horses will follow, and we will watch them go the second way. Everyone knows Clydesdales from the Budweiser beer commercials, and they're a really cool breed with all the white flashiness and those beautiful feathers above their hooves. And here come the Shires the other direction, as they will soon be making the reverse as well. I love the contrast of those big white blazes against their dark bodies. And I didn't even notice this while I was there, but there are people in the back of that wagon. There's a little close-up view of it, and I don't always see everything because I'm concentrating on a lot of different things when I'm videoing, but I thought that was kind of funny when I got home. Here you can see the left lead horse is starting to canter a little bit, and that's definitely a no-no. Hopefully the judge didn't see it. Here are the Clydesdales again, really stepping out, and then they get photobombed by the Percherons from Yoder Hay. Now they come down to the walk, and I've noticed with draft horses when they're walking, they bounce around so much it almost looks like they're still trotting a little bit. Here you can see the front pair of horses is still prancing around pretty much, which is kind of typical because the front horses should be more flashy and athletic, and then the rear pair of horses are usually the biggest, strongest of the hitch. If you're wondering just how big these draft horses are, they run typically 18 hands, sometimes even 19 hands, and they can weigh up to 2,000 pounds or even more. If you're not familiar with how massive that really is, a typical sized horse like a thoroughbred is usually around 15 to 16 hands high, which is a foot shorter, and a typical weight for a horse like that is around 1,000 to 1,200 pounds. So yeah, these draft horses are huge. Here they're called into the lineup, so you'll get a chance to see all 3 of these side by side. And then right after that, they will exit and the second heat will come in. The Shire horses are the last to come in, and then we give you a nice close-up view of them, and then we'll pan down the line and look at the others as well. As the judge walks down the line for a close inspection, we'll zoom in to give you a close-up shot as well. And here is where the judge has them back up a few steps and then move back into their original position. I love how that front right horse flaps his lip. He kind of looks like Mr. Ed if you're old enough to remember that old TV show. I've noticed how draft horses move their heads around and flap their lips a lot more than most other horse breeds do when they're standing at attention like that. And now we watch the Clydesdales back up. Here you get a nice look at the harnesses and those little medallion type things that they braid into the manes. And then here I zoomed way in so you can get a good look at the feathers above those hooves. Look how perfectly manicured they are. The assistant driver getting back onto the wagon better be on high alert because those horses do not want to wait around. They are ready to roll. So the first heat is over as Yoder Hay exits the arena, followed by South Creek Clydesdales, and finally Haviland Shires. First in for the second heat is the team we saw at the very beginning. It's Pickering Family Farms Percherons from Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. Second one up is Paradise Carriages Percherons from Phoenix and Scottsdale, Arizona. And last but not least, it's the Clark Family Orchards Percherons from Palisade, Colorado. I just realized that all three teams in Heat 2 are Percherons, so we have a total of 4 Percheron teams, plus the one with Clydesdales, and the other one with the Shire horses. Once this heat is done, they will bring back in the teams from Heat 1, and then 4 of the teams will be in a drive-off because the judge thought 4 of them were close enough together in the standings that he wants to get a second look at them. So that'll be coming up just shortly, so be sure to stick around to take a look. Just look at how perfectly in sync these horses are as they trot along. I love those little crest things they weave into the manes, and I'm not sure what they're called. If any of you know what those are, please leave a comment and let the rest of us know. And now we focus in on the Pickering Farms Percherons as they start the reverse, and we will now watch each of these teams go the second way. Again, here you can see how perfectly synced up each pair of these horses are. In case you're wondering about the judging criteria, 6-horse hitch teams are judged on the size and physical condition of the horses, their overall health and muscle tone, grooming and attire, their movements, and how well they work together as a team, as well as the driver's skill. They're judged for how they move in unison, like we just saw in a couple of teams, and they earn points based on how they respond to the driver's instructions to keep moving in sync as they tug with the wagon. I love it when they pass right in front of us, and if you look at this driver, he's really pulling back on those reins because they have asked them to come down to the walk. You can see the team on the far end has already come down to the walk. Like I said earlier, they don't stay at the walk very long, so they are back up into the trot. They look really majestic in this close-up slow motion shot. And then at regular speed you can see just how fast they move along. And now all 3 entries will start coming into the lineup. Here's our last team coming in to join the party. That's a big, beautiful bunch of horses out there, isn't it? You can see all of them are black, but Percherons do come in dapple gray as well. And here you can see the assistant drivers. They come down and help make them look the best they can. We show a lot of Arabian horse classes on this channel, and believe it or not, Percherons have been heavily influenced by Arabian blood. That helps them be adaptable to a wide variety of climate, including hot climates like we have here in the desert of southern Arizona. But I was really surprised to read about the Arabian ancestry for Percherons. Just goes to show what selective breeding can do. So one last look at all the horses in Heat 2, and now the teams from Heat 1 come back into the arena, and then they will line up at the far end of the arena. Yoder Hay gets lined up down there, and then that's followed by the South Creek Clydesdales. The last team to come back into the arena is the Shire team, with Troy Haviland as the driver and his passengers in the back end. Now 4 of the 6 teams are going to be in a re-ride because the judge wants another look before making his final decisions. These are not necessarily for first place, but probably so. I know that from videoing a previous Western States competition at a different arena a few weeks earlier. I haven't put that video together yet, so we'll see how well this video does on YouTube, and if it does well, I'll certainly publish the other one. You can let me know in the comments if you would like to see more draft horse videos, and the more you share this one, the more views it'll get, and the more of them I can justify publishing. So hopefully this one does really well because I love filming them. I really like the red and gold ribbons they have on these Percherons from Pickering Farms. Here you can see Enos Yoder working hard to drive his team, and then right on their heels are the South Creek Clydesdales. And then in the background you can see the Percherons from Pickering Farms have begun the reverse direction. Here in slow motion you can see the perfect synchronization of these Percherons, and it's all 3 pairs are just perfectly aligned. We've got feathers flying everywhere on the legs of these Clydesdales. They're coming in for the final lineup, so have you decided on which team you think should get first place? It's probably going to be one of the 4 in the re-ride, so that should help narrow it down a little bit for you. And please let us know in the comments which team you like the most. I know it's a tough choice, but hopefully you can make a decision. When these horses are running around the arena, it's hard to tell sometimes just how big they are, but when you see them standing next to people, that gives you a little bit better perspective, especially in a close-up shot like this one. Here now is the ring announcer with the order of finish, starting with 6th place.
From Gilbert, Arizona, it's the Haviland Shires. Troy Haviland on the line. Thank you for coming, Troy. Bring it around and get your 6th place finish. Surprise, Arizona. It's the Paradise Carriages with Mr. Mark Drummond on the line. And Bill, thank you so much for bringing a great separate drive. Beautiful drive.
I love how the little girl runs over with the ribbon and then the driver reaches down his hat to scoop it up.
From Fremont, Ohio, it's the South Creek Clydesdales with Mr. Tim Myers on the line. Good job, Tim. You're around. 4th place finish, the world famous Clydesdales on the big man. It is entry number 1471 from West Cliff, Colorado. It's the Yoder Hay Company with Mr. Enos Yoder on the line. He's also a big sponsor here at the Shires at the World Finals in Shipshewana in September. These are big time horses in our world. They can be a winner. From Palisade, Colorado, it's the Clark family orchard. Dennis and Stacy Clark the owners. They're also big sponsors here at the show. The driver is none other than Mr. Scotty Legna. Bring it out, 2nd place finish. That takes us to our champion 3 days in a row. It takes us down to entry number 1506, all the way from Bridge, George, BC. It's the ZD Pickering family Percheron with the famous Mr. Tim Sparrow on the line. Bring down victory lane if you would, Tim. They want to see your champion.
And so, it's the team we saw at the beginning of the video heading for the arena. It's the team of beautiful black Percherons of Pickering Farms that came all the way down from British Columbia, Canada to Arizona, here in the southern United States. If you stick around just a few more seconds, we'll go outside to see these magnificent horses up close as they get unhitched at their barn. But here's one last look at this amazing 6-horse hitch of Percherons. Now we're back at the barn and we'll see the winning team in just a second, but here is the Clark family orchards as they pull off the first 2 horses, lead them into the barn. And here I pan down and you can see just how huge those hooves are on these horses. So they pull the first 2 pairs off and then the last pair pulls the wagon into the barn. And now here are the winners as they get the reins pulled off. And they look great, don't they? I got a feeling they'll sleep well tonight. So one last look at them, and that brings us back to where we began this journey, where they were headed into the arena. You can click on the thumbnail image on your screen to see more magnificent horses.